hi, today I want to share my 5 tips and 2 don'ts that will increase your chance to getting into art school. But before we will get into it, I want to share a little story that I think will help you if you just got rejected from art school or you're trying to get into one. 2020, I was rejected from my dreamed university. And during telling you the story, I will show what was the portfolio that I submitted. So you will know what we're talking about. I always dreamed about going to art school, and I was drawing a lot. I wanted to become a fashion designer, but it changed. Like in middle school, I fell in love with animation, so I wanted to become an animator, and I was like, I need to go to art school for doing that. And yeah, I was very confident in my art skills back then because I was drawing a lot and drawing all the time. So I created my portfolio without any help, and it was disaster. I lost all my beliefs in that my artworks matter, and I lost my confidence in my skills. So yeah, but I didn't give up and started a course to prepare to entrance exams. And the next year I passed and I get into animation major. So, and the moral of the story is that I probably didn't elevate my skills so much during that year. I was also studying at architecture major back then to just try it, but I hated it. So yeah, but it wasn't my skills that get me into art school, but more of some point of view or knowledge about know-how about what should I put in my portfolio and how to do it. And yeah, this course was very helpful, but it wasn't cheap, so I was really pissed off that I need to pay someone to make me get into art school to teach me that. And here is a small disclaimer that I'm talking about experience with Polish art schools, and I know that this thing is different in each country. So yeah, this is just a disclaimer, but I think that most of those tips will be find useful everywhere. So the first tip is, so in Poland, the drawings that you're putting as your main body of your portfolio should be done in academic style, and that's mean that they need to showing your skills of drawings, that you already know the basics but don't necessarily need to have any meaning. They are more like a practice pieces which are just perfect, and they are not practice. They just should show that you know how to use pencil, you know how to use colors, you know how to the perspective and things like that. And here are some examples that I put in my second portfolio. So we see here just a silhouette of a model which is like showing anatomy, and this is like normally in illustration you would put some background in here, but in academic style you usually don't do that. You just do the floor or the things on she sits on. Submit to as many schools as you can, and this is just fighting against bad luck. You just try to get into art school, and I know that maybe it won't be your dreamed art school, but it would be art school, and maybe it will change your view of art schools. And so if you can afford to move to another city to study, I would really recommend to try to submit your portfolio to as many schools as you can. The third tip, and this is important even after studying, and I think I learned it not before getting into art school, but during my art school years. So this is the quality of reproductions in your portfolio. And yeah, so what does it mean? Your portfolio photos shouldn't be showing any background of like behind your pieces, and also the color of the paper should be natural, so the white should be white, and like there shouldn't be any shadows, and the surface is supposed to be flat. And this is like very important, and it boosts your chance a lot because professors like neat photos. And yeah, so this one is very important. So not that important as your drawing skills in anatomy or perspective, but this one is big elevator. The next one is attend university consultation if you can. So many universities are having open days where you can meet with professors and students, and they will kindly review your portfolio, and I was doing it as a student, so I was the person that was telling people maybe you should try add another piece of still nature in your portfolio, or you should work on your anatomy skills, and yeah, so this was pretty fun, and students are always very happy to help, so reach out to them. And also there are some online consultations, and I really recommend those one because you can learn for other students' feedback. So you watch how professor is talking about someone else's portfolio and you learn from it, even if your portfolio is not ready to show to anyone. Pay extra attention to the order of your works. So this one seems like a little thing, but paying attention to details is the thing that will help you, and you don't want to leave anything to luck. So the order is important to just present your best works at the beginning, but also harmonize with the end when you need to leave a good impression of yourself. And also try to ask your friends for help with this one, because they will see things that you didn't notice in your works, and maybe they will help you with that one. There are two more important things, and the first one is the exam results doesn't reflect your art skills. And this sounds pretty silly and stupid, but it's hard to detach yourself from those numbers, and it really gets into your head, but it doesn't matter. Those are just numbers that some jury decided to give you based on just looking at photos and checking if you're a suitable candidate for the place in their university. It doesn't mean that your art is not worth or your art is not good. It's just some numbers. So yeah, this is the first one. And the second one is that you don't need an art school to become an artist. You already probably are an artist if you're thinking about it. And yeah, so art school is only for your networking or spending more time on working on your project and helping you to find time for it. But you doesn't necessarily need it. Like, try not to be fixated on your decision. It was me, and I don't know if it was good decision or not. It was just a decision, but yeah, don't be fixated on that. You can still be an artist even any art school just rejected you. So yeah, this is all. Don't give a fuck about your points. Just try, do your best, and get into your dream school. And bye.